So friend, in our next video classes, we are taking up level 2 question, which is very important for the JEE mains and as well as for the NEET examination. So in that case, the question is a little bit of tougher than the previous one. So a smooth ring A of mass M can slide on a horizontal fixed horizontal rod. Okay, a string tied to the ring passes over a fixed pulley P and carries a block B of mass 2m as shown in the figure. So here the figure is not here. So for a smooth ring A of mass m can slide on a fixed horizontal rod. Just a minute. That a smooth ring A of mass can slide on a fixed horizontal rod. A string tied to the ring passes over fixed pulley P and carries a block B of mass 2m as shown in the figure. At an instant, the string between the ring of the pulley makes an angle of theta. So, suppose it's a pulley. So here it is at point A. Is a B. So a mass is hanging over here. It is called a C. Here an angle is created, that is called theta. So in that scenario, so what we should do now over here, so suppose we take this move to from here a very small distance, that is A dash, and here it is move very small distance. So this position it is C dash. So if I make a point over here and make a perpendicular over here to here, this is called P. So these are the situations. So here AB plus BC AB A dash B plus B C dash. In that case, AB we can write AP plus PB plus BC means BC. So A dash B means we can write that is A dash B plus BC plus C dash. So this much we can write. This BC and this BC cancel. Here we can say that A dash B and this PB, A dash B and this PB both are nearly equal. So we can write down this way, A dash B and PB both are nearly equal. So we can say both are equal. So we can cancel this one and this one. So we have only two things here. One is AP should be C dash. It means this portion AP and this portion is equal to each other. So now AP means A dash cos theta, A dash cos theta, and C dash. Now what is A dash cos theta? Now if I make them A dash cos theta in both cases, if I divide with the time, then what will happen? Then here we get A dash by T. A dash means A dash we can consider it as a distance. So it should be V because distance by time is equals to V. So it should be V cos theta is equal to V dash. Up to that, you can say it. So now to check the question. The ring slide is speed of the V, then the block will descend with the speed of V cos theta we have getting over here. So this is the answer. So from here, if I need to find out the acceleration, so we can find out the A cos theta is equals to cos dash theta. Now it is a 2 meter. So no, not is possible. So the answer is B. Now we are coming to the question number. This is a very important question. This is a picture. Here the both the angle is a 45 degree. So two blocks A and B of mass 10 kg and 40 kg. So if this block is 10 kg and this block is 40 kg, respectively are connected by an ideal string as shown in the figure below. Neglect the masses of the pool A and effect the of friction in the physics in the pool A and between the block and the inclines. So in that case, that what will happen? If I consider a specific mass over here, so downwards side works as a mg cos theta mg. Now in this direction, it will work mg cos theta, and here work the mg sin theta. This is a Newton normal first thing. So we have in the first case, suppose of B, in that case mdg sin theta minus 2t. Suppose I am just drawing it over here because it is a long process. degree. .45 degree. A. This is 10. This is 40. So in that case, what will happen? Here it is another this thing here. So 45 degree. In that case, minus 2t should be MBA. So it comes this side. So it will go up to this side. So it should be T minus MA G sine 45 degree is equals to MA 2A. So why it is an A? Acceleration of this A when acceleration of this will be 2A. It is a constant rule. If you don't know the constant rule, kindly read it from book. You can get the idea of the constant rule. So we have two equation where 1 and it is 2. By comparing the both of the equation, then what we will get? So and now here the T means just apply this one MBG sine 45 degree minus 2 MAG sine 45 degree is equals to if I multiply both of the portion of it with 2, then what will happen? You can cancel the 2 MAG sine 45 degree is equals to MA. If I add the two portions, MA 4. So in this case that here you can take it as a as common, then you can write MB plus 4 MA A. So the value of A should be MB sine 45 degree minus 2 plus 4 mm. This much we can get. Now, for the first case, MB, weight is 40 and sine 45 means root 2 minus 2 into 10 into 1 by root 2. Any value is given, G, which is 9.8. MB means 40 plus 40. It should be 20 root 2 Just consider it as a 10, then it will be easy for me to calculate. The 10 means 100 root 2 by 80. Now the question is root 2. So above it will be 200. Where it will be? It should be 5 by 2 root 2. It is an acceleration of block B. Meter per second square. Now okay, 5 by 2 root 2. So let's check the answer. This is the answer. Right. Now going to the next question. A particle is resting over a smooth horizontal floor. At t is equal to 0, a horizontal force starts acting on it. magnitude of the force increases with time according to law F is equal to alpha t. So here F is equals to alpha t. This is the law that is given, where alpha is a constant. Okay. So in this case, how to solve? So the particle is resting over a smooth horizontal floor. So it is a smooth horizontal floor where a particle is resting. When t is equal to 0, it means that there is no motion. A horizontal force starts acting on it. Now a horizontal force starts acting on it, that is F. Magnitude of the force increases with the time accordingly. So it clearly means that F is inversely proportional to time. Why? Because magnitude of the force increases with time according to the law F is equal to alpha t, where alpha is a constant. Consider the figure. Which of the following statement is correct? So in this case, F is equals to alpha t, and we all know that F is equals to ma. So here we can write ma is equals to alpha t. Then we can write a, that is alpha by m. So acceleration is proportional to time. When acceleration is proportional to time, what will be the situations? Suppose it's a time gap. Okay, suppose x is equals to y. When x is equals to 1, y is also 1. When x is 2, y is also 2. X is 1, y is 1. When x is 2, y is 2. When x is 3, y is 3. When x is 4, y is 4. So what will be the situations? This is the time gap. Clear? And here is the situations. So the first equation should be correct in this particular case. Upon shows the acceleration against time. Absolutely correct. Now come to the next part. What is the meaning of an acceleration? Acceleration means, I'm solving over here. We have seen that acceleration is equals to alpha by m into t. It should be dv by dt. That much we can write, alpha by m into t. Now we can write as a dv is equals to alpha by m t dot dt. Now we can make the inverse of that. Now alpha by m is t. If I make the integration of both the sides, so we get the functions. So in that case, alpha is a constant that is written in our question. Just check it out the question. where alpha is a constant. So here alpha is a constant, m is a constant. You can write in this way. T square by 2 means V. What does it mean? It means V is proportional to T square, and this is the formula of parabola. So whenever there is a formula of parabola, the graph chart should be like this. Clear? That is the chart. What does it mean? So equation number 2 is correct. Curve 2 shows velocity against time. So here the velocity against time, but in a parabolic format. But why that thought is wrong? Let's check. Curve 2 shows velocity against acceleration. Velocity cannot be go against acceleration. Changing of the velocity is an acceleration. So there you cannot prove any or make any equations between the two portions. So it is not possible. And none of these not possible because 1 and 2 already correct. So this is a very tricky question, and I hope that you can understand the questions properly. Now, check this out. Two blocks A and B having equal mass are placed in contact with each other on a rough plane inclined at angle theta with horizontal as shown in figure. If coefficient of friction for these blocks are mu1 and mu2 respectively, then for static equilibrium of two blocks, So in this particular concept, I'm drawing it my way. Suppose if it is in separate format, it is M1, it is M2. Here is the angle that is theta. But the question is very true. The question is two blocks A and B are having equal mass, are placed in contact with each other on a rough plane. So it is there is a friction also works there. Okay. Let me check once. So in that case, what will happen? There is a mg in this direction, mg cos theta. In this direction, who will work? mg sin theta. Okay. Now I have the question. I have taken the question as the printed format. So I am reading from here. That will be easy for me. And here, rough plane. The coefficient of the friction for those blocks. So here should be a normal. is N1. This is M2G. This is M1G. This is M1G. This is M1G. Similarly, here the work will come, that is M2G sine theta. Here the work will be M2G cos theta. Here it will be M2. And now force is applied here. First force is applied here. Same force. Because it is written the two block A and B having equal mass are placed in contact with each other of a rough plane inclined at an angle theta with a horizontal figure as shown in the figure. If coefficient of friction for these blocks are mu1 and the mu2, respectively, where the mu1 is greater than mu2, then for the static equilibrium of the two blocks. Okay. So in that case, then we can write. So in the first of the friction, it should be N1 mu1, whereas N1 is equal to M1G cos theta. So here we can write as an M1 mu1G cos theta. In the first case, F plus M1G sin theta minus F R1 is equal to M1A. This is equation number 1. For mass 2, N2 is equals to M2G cos theta M2G sin theta. For the second one, will go upward direction, minus F R2 is equal to M2A. We can make these two things as a equations. Take both portion as a so if I add these two portions, then what will happen? Let's see. So if I add the two portions, then comparing equation 1 and equation number 2, if I add, then force deducted, we have an M1. So where we can get M1 plus M2 G sin theta minus FR1 cos theta minus M2G mu2 cos theta A. Equal to M1 plus M2 A. Now, what is the value of A? Is M1 and M2 cancel. Here only G sin theta minus M1 mu1 plus M2 mu2 by M1 plus M2 G cos theta. Here another one thing is written, that is mu1 is greater than mu2, and both are the same, so this portion is greater than this portion. You can consider this equation number 3. Now I apply this value of an A to any equations, then we can get then another question. So if I put it to the equation number 1, it should be F plus M1G sin theta minus M1G mu1 cos theta is equal to M1G where we need to find out the value of theta. Okay. So in case of find out the value of theta, cancel, forces cancel. So so let's check it out once. Split it, so we can put the value of A over here. So F plus M1G sin theta minus M1G mu1 cos theta is equals to M1G sin theta minus M1 mu1 plus into mu 2. So it is a equation g sin theta m2 g cos theta. So the value of f should be m1 plus m2 mu1 minus m1 sorry, we're making another mistake over here. M1 g sin theta minus m1 mu1 g cos theta is equal to m1a. So m1 g sin theta minus m1 mu1 plus m2 mu2 by m1 plus m2 g cos theta. So from here m1 g sin theta, here m1 g sin theta, so both will be cancelled. So here f should be m1 mu1, so m1 plus m2, here is mu1 g cos theta minus m1 mu1 plus m2 mu2, the whole is m1 plus m2 into g cos theta. If I take common as a g cos theta, I have taken it as a common. So what will be the g cos theta? m1 g cos theta I have taken common. So here we are getting m1 m2 mu2 minus m1 mu1 plus m2 mu2. This one and this one cancel by m1 plus m2, the m1 g cos theta m1 mu1 mu2 minus m1 mu1 by m1 plus m2. Take the common as an m1 square g cos theta is mu2 minus mu1 by m1 plus m2, should be negative. because mu1 is greater than of the mu2. So the maximum possible value will be like this. Next question. So in this question, the weight is working in this direction. Here it is mg cos theta. Here should be normal. Here should be mg sin theta. So in that case, what happened? We can write m1g minus t if it is moved in these directions. So two blocks having masses m1 and m2 respectively by a thread are placed on an inclined plane with the thread losses as shown in the figure with the block released. When the block are released. So in that case m1 minus g if it is moved this direction is equals to m1a in direction. So what will be the t? T will be m1g minus m1a. We can take m1 as a common, that is g minus a, first one. In second case, so here we can cite just t should be greater than m1g. So both sections that we need to do here, the sin theta plus mu cos theta. So here the t means m1g minus a equal to this one. So if I take the one, so it should be m2. So m1 by m2 should be greater than g sin theta plus mu cos theta by g minus a. Now if it is go to the upwards, then what will happen? P minus m1g equal to m1a. In that case t should be m1g plus m1a means m1 common g plus a. So in that case m1g plus a less than equal should be m2g sin theta minus mu cos theta, whereas m1 by m2 less than equal g by g plus a, that sin theta minus mu cos theta. It means so what will be the answer? Will be the correct in this particular sections. For the first one, the answer should be the thread will remain loosest if m1 is less than, not possible. Thread will remain loosest if both blocks are smooth. It is the correct. Thread will remain loosest if m1 and m2 are smooth. No. Thread will remain loosest if m1 is rough and m2 is smooth. If m1 is rough and m2 is smooth. It is possible because It is possible because m1 and by m2 less than equal g by ga. Sin theta minus mu cos theta. That's why uh, m1 should be less than m2. So m1 is rough and this is not possible. Hello friends, welcome to all in test prep card. I am Abhishek Banerjee, and here in this particular session that I am discussing about the physics numerical question. This particular numerical question is a very helpful for UPSC and for JEE mains as well as for the NEET for both examinations. So what is the question? The question is a block of mass is 2 kg is held at a rest against a rough vertical wall. So always remember here that it is written rough vertical. So in case of the numerical problem, it is very important to focus on each and every word in numericals. What is written here? It is written that it is a rough. It means whenever the word rough is there, it means friction is available. Okay, if it is smooth, then there is no friction. Wall by pressing a horizontal normal force of 45 Newton. Coefficient of friction between the wall and the block is equal to 0.5. Now a horizontal force of 15 Newton is also applied on the block. Then the block will. What will be the block? Then the block will. It will be remain stationary. It moves horizontally with acceleration of 5 meter per second square. Start to move with an acceleration of magnitude of 1.25. And suppose a block of mass in a wall against a wall. So it is a wall and it is a block of mass. So it is written. So the weight works in this direction, that is called mg. What is the mass? Mass is 2 kg. Suppose we consider that g is equal to 10 meter per second square. So in this case, the mg should be 20. What is it? It is a Newton. That means weight is nothing, weight is a force. It is clear now. The first thing we got it. Now here our friction is there. What is the coefficient of the friction between the wall and the block? It is 0.5. So here the mu is 0.5. It is clear. Now a horizontal force is applied at 45 degree. Horizontal force. So a horizontal force is applied over here. Another one important thing, that is a horizontal normal force of 45 Newton. So if there is a force of here, it is a force applied to this side. So it is a 45 Newton. So here a normal will work. So what will be the normal? Normal is also a 45 Newton. Right? Okay. Suppose I'm just giving you an example over here that will be helpful to you to understand the whole of the topic very properly. Suppose it is a place, here a block is placed, okay, and the block is its mass is its weight is walking just below, vertically below, downwards. So its normal is over here. So this normal will nullify its mass. Now, so the coefficient of friction between the wall, we have got it. Now it is the 20 Newton is working over here. Here it is the 45 Newton. Just draw it in a simple way. Here it is the normal. Normal nullifies the 45 Newton. And suppose another force that is applied from here, it is called 50 Newton. Clear? So in that case, what will be the net force? So net force means net force means that we need to find out the net force means that here we need to find out the resultant vector. So it's x square plus y square plus 2xy cos theta. What is the theta over here? Theta is the 90 degree. So theta 90 cos theta cos 90 degree means 0. So it will be the 15 square plus 20 square. So 15 square is 225 and 20 square is 400. So it becomes 625. So we got it as 25. Now what is the friction over here? That is mu n. So mu value is 0.5 and n value is 45. So it becomes 22.5. Here. Now what will be the net force? So in case of what happened, suppose here the force is applied and here friction works. So the work of the friction is to oppose the force. If friction is equal to force, so it will be in the rest position. If friction is greater than the force, so it will also be the rest position. If F is greater than the friction, then only it will move. So now we need to understand here that net force here, that it is a 25 Newton and here it is only 22.5 Newton. So actually that what we know, F is equals to ma, that we know. So what will be the value of the F over here? F would be 25 minus 22.5. Why? A particular force, it is applied in this direction, it is a 25 Newton, and another force that is applied in the above direction, that is 22.5 Newton. So what is the actual force over here? Opposite direction means we need to make the subtraction between these two. So 22.5 minus 22.5 is equal to m. M means what? M means 2 into A. So what will be the A? Value of A, it is 2.5 by 2. It means 1.25 meter per second square. It will be the value of acceleration. It is remain stationary. It is wrong. Move horizontally with acceleration of 5 meter per second square. It is wrong. Start to move with an acceleration of the magnitude 1.25 meter per second square. It is correct. Start to move horizontally with the acceleration greater than 5 meter per second square. It is absolutely wrong. So this is the question. So I hope that you understand the questions properly. Right? So now we are going to the next question. In this particular question, just consider the figure. Okay, so whenever there is a figure they have given you, it will be very easy for you. So it is a system. So this total thing is a system. So in this system shown in the figure, initially the spring is compressed by a distance A from its natural length. When released, it moves up to a distance of B from a natural position of the spring. So difference between A and B is equal to what will be the difference between the A and B. So in case of the what will be the total displacement? Suppose it is an A and it is an B. So what will be the total displacement over here? The total displacement would be A plus B, right? So Now when the spring is compressed by a distance a from its natural length, and when released it moves up to a distance b from the natural position. So whenever the spring is moves, so what happens over here, there will be a kinetic energy comes up. So in the first cases, the kinetic energy should be half a square, right? For the second case, the kinetic energy should be half a square. So these two kinetic energy we got now. Half k square minus half kb square, that will be the answer. So the friction force is equal to mu n, and what is the n? N is equal to mg, because the force will apply over here, that is mg. So another force will apply over here, that is n. So n is nothing, that n is an mg. So here that what we can write, here we can write that is a mu mg, and we have a distance over here, that is a plus b. Total distance now. Total displacement that we need to find out. So the kinetic energy and the potential energy would be solved. So what will be the potential energy over here? mgh. And here we need to multiply the coefficient of the friction between the block and the surface, because we need to apply it. Now here then we need to take the common half k as a common. So it should be a square minus b square is equal to mu mg. It will be a plus b. Half k a plus b into a minus b is equal to mu mg a plus b. Mu mg. So what will be the value of a minus b? It will be 2 mu mg by a minus b. So this is the answer. So the answer would be, first answer is wrong. Second, 2 mu mg by k. This is the answer. So what is an a minus b over here? So this a minus b is a nothing. It's a k. This particular string coefficient, string force, that is k. So we can write it over here. Sorry, it is a k. So 2 mu mg by k. This is the answer. This is wrong, and this is also wrong. Next question, question number 11. A block of mass 1 kg is held against a wall by applying a horizontal force of 5 Newton on the block. So if the coefficient of friction between the block and the wall is 0.5, the magnitude of the frictional force acting on the block. So it is a wall. Here we have a block, right? So here a particular force is applied, that is 5 Newton. So according to that, wall is also applied a force, that is 5 Newton, but is a negative 5 Newton, right? So the normal force will be applied here. It is normal. I hope it is clear now. So in that case, what is the frictional force over here? This is the static coefficient into n. What is the static coefficient? Static coefficient is 0.5 into 5 means 2.5 Newton. And what is F here? mg. Point 1 into 9.8. Because m is 1 kg, so you can make it as 0.1, and frictional force and the direction of force is G. So the value of the force is 0.98 Newton. And this is the answer. The answer is this one. Suppose F, Fn and F are the magnitude of the contact force, normal force and the frictional force extracted by one surface from the other, kept in contact. If none of these is 0, then what will happen? So in that case, what will happen? Suppose here it is a block. So a normal force is applied in this direction, a contact force that is there. So if the contact force is applied in this direction, so it will be divided into the two parts. So the above part is called F normal, and this is called the frictional force, right? In this direction, the frictional force also applied. So in that case, what will be the value of an F? So the value of the F is root over F n square plus F square. So what will you get from these particular conceptions? What will you get? So in this particular conception, it is very clear that F is greater than Fn. So it is very clear from this particular definitions. So F is greater than Fn. Why it is an F is greater than Fn? Now I am giving you another concept. Suppose in that case, suppose it is 20 and it is 15. So this will be 25, right? So this F is greater than Fw, Fn and F. In this contact force is more than the normal force as well as more than frictional force. The first option is correct. Second option is also correct. But the third option is correct or not, that we can't say, because it is a 20, it is a 15. But it can be the reverse. It also be 20, it also be the 15. So that is very difficult to say, is it correct or not? We are not going into that particular portion. Now, for normal force minus frictional force. Suppose normal force is 20 and the frictional force is 15. So it becomes a 5. So this 5 is less than 25 because the contact force is 25. Right? Now, what is the now? Fn plus F, in that case what will happen? 20 plus 15, it becomes 35. So it is greater than the force. So this force is less than Fn minus F. This force is greater than Fn minus F. That much we can say. So if you are getting any concept or any problem to understand the problem in physics, so you can do one thing. You can put the value and then you can give the answer of that particular questions. Okay, so this is also right. So here 3 answers will be right. A answer is right, B answer is right, and D is also right. So this is the final answer. Suppose a block that is raised on a rough inclined plane is shown in the horizontal figure. So horizontal force is F is applied to it. So here the force is applied. So here the net force is applied over here. So if it is a theta, so here that is an mg, and here is the normal block over here. So N is nullified with the ng. First option is this. So it is in force. So in that case, it will be f sine theta, and it will be mg, that is cos theta. So in that case, normal reaction, what would be the normal reaction? Normal reaction would be, so it is an f sine theta, sorry, it is f sine theta. So the normal reaction would be the both of the plus. So f sine theta plus mg cos theta. This is the normal reaction. The normal reaction, the first option is correct. And if f cos theta in that particular direction, suppose this is the theta, so in that direction, if it is an f is 1, so it is an f sin theta, and here it is an f cos theta will work. So this f cos theta will be nullified with the another value, is theta over here. So if it is a theta, this is the angle, this is the angle. So this is a f cos theta, and this normal, it will come up with the so here it is f sin theta, and it should be f cos theta. So the cos theta, and it will be nullified with that here, it is mg sin theta. So it's become pretty. The cos theta. So here f cos theta will be equal to value of an n over here. N is f cos theta. So this answer is not correct. Cos theta. So the answer will not be correct. And similarly, this answer will not be correct. So the right answer is A and B. Three identical rigid circular cylinder A, B, and C are arranged on a smooth inclined surface as shown in the figure. The least value of the theta given the arrangement of the collapse. So this value is the theta. So suppose I will make a circle over here. So here the normal is work over here. It is N1 and N1. So this N1 circle normal will be nullified with this one, and this N1 is nullified with this one. That is also N1. Right? So from here we can go another one. So N1 plus N1, that is means the 2N1. So 2N1. So in that case the value will be 30 degree. So N1 it should be cos 30 degree, and in this direction N1 sin 30 degree. So, so the weight is working in this direction. So W should be 2n1 cos 30 degree. The first thing we solve over here. Now the second one, n1. What will be the value of n1? W by 2 cos 30 degree. What is the cos 30 degree value? 2 into root 3 by 2. 2 to cancel. It becomes W by root 3. The first option we have completed over here. Now the second thing. We are making another circle. So we can solve it in a better way. This is an n2. Suppose it is theta and n1 is working in that way. So and the value of this particular angle is 30 degree. Okay. Yes, sine 30 degree. It is n2 cos 30. It is n2. This theta. So in that direction, so what we are getting? We are getting n2 sin theta is equal to n1 30 degree, and in this direction work n1 cos 30 degree. So n2 sin 30 degree is equal to n2 sin theta is equal to n1 sin 30 degree. So n2 sin theta, and we know the value of n1. N1 is W by root 3, and sin 30 degree value is in half. So it is W by 2 root 3. It is an equation number 1. Equation number 2, n2 cos theta. So what is an n2 cos theta? N2 cos theta will multiply with an n1 cos theta degree plus W. What is the n1 value? W by root 3 into root 3 by 2 plus W, root 3 cancel. So it is equal to the 3 by 2 W. Okay, so it is an equation number 2. W. So now we need to find out the value of, so here what we need to find out, we need to the least value of the theta. So to find out the value of the theta, so what we should do, so this is sine theta. 3 into 2 root 3 by 3 root 3. So what is the value of the theta? Angle of the theta will be tan inverse 1 by 3 root 3. So let's check what is the value. So tan inverse 1 by root 2 it is false, tan inverse 1 by 2 root 3 it is false, tan inverse 1 by 3 root 3 it is the correct answer. So tan inverse 1 by 4 root 3 it is also not wrong. It is also wrong. So the actual answer should be tan inverse 1 by 3 root 3. This is the correct answer. My dear friend, so the question number 15 said, and in the arrangement shown in the figure, M1 is 1 kg and M2 is 2 kg. Pulleys are massless. So these pulleys are massless. And string are light, it is also massless. For what value of M of this capital M, the mass M1 moves with constant velocity. We need to neglect the friction. So these work in this direction, these work in this direction. So here there is a tension work. Here the tension work. So here also tension work, here also tension work. Right? So for the first case, tension is equal to M1G. Then M1 value is 1, it is a 10, we can consider 10 Newton. First tension we got up. Then for the second one, the T and T, it becomes a 2T. T is equal to M into A, right? So from here you can find out then A, it is 2T by M. The tension is a 10 units, so it is a 20 by M. This is the number 1 equations. Now if I just make a block in this direction, in this way, this block I'm just drawing over here is M2. So here the M2G is work and above the tension will work. So we need to move it, we need to apply the pseudo force. The pseudo force should be M2A because we have only one formula, that is F is equals to MA, and it will be applied in anywhere. And the acceleration will start from here in this direction. So what we can write over here, that is M2G minus T minus M2A is equal to 2A. M2G, M2 means 2 into 10, tension is a 10, M2 means 2, and A, the value of A is 20 by M. So here also 20 into 20 by M. So it becomes 10 minus 40 by M is equals to 40 by M. So 80 by M is equals to 10. So the value of M should be 8. So this is the answer. So 6 kg is not the right answer, 4 kg is not the right answer. C is at 8 kg is the right answer. Now we are moving to the next question. The system shown in the figure, and it is released from the rest. So if it is a release from the rest, so U should be 0. The springs get elongated. So what is the value? Suppose in that case, the T1 work over here, T2, that this particular tension is work over here. That is called the T2. Okay. So it is in capital M. So capital Mg minus T1 should be capital M. So here it is a work over here Mg, and the T1 works above. So Mg minus T1 is equal to Ma. So this is an equation number 1. Now if I consider the both of the section, so T1 plus Mg minus T2 should be Ma. It is equation number 2. And for the equation number 3, T2 minus Mg should be Ma, which is the equation number 3. So we are just writing the equation one by one. Mg minus T1 is equal to Ma. T1 plus Mg minus T2 equal to Ma, and T2 Mg is equal to Ma. M common, A plus G. If I apply this value over here, so what will be the value? T1 plus Mg minus Ma minus Mg is equal to Ma. So Mg and Mg cancel. So T1 is equal to 2 Ma. Here we get, so A should be T1 by 2M. And the value of the T1 is equal to 2 Ma. So this is the Mg is equal to Ma plus 2 Ma. It becomes 3 Ma. So from here, the value of M should by 3M. If I take this one at a simplest format over here, Mg by 3M, M and M cancel. The value of M 3T1 by 2G. So any value. So for any value of the M, this situation will be work. Nothing will be formed from that particular equations. The maximum value of mass block C, so that neither A nor B moves. So in that case, if I take both of the situations in a separated way, so we can make it in that way. It is A, it should be 100. It is B, it should be 140. So the tension works in this direction, T1, and the friction work in this direction. Here also a friction work, friction 1, here is the friction 2, and here this is the tension 2. So this one I am talking about. So for the first one, F1 is equal to T1, whereas T1 is equal to mu n. What is the value of the mu? Is 0.3 into n, because here it is the work than Mg, and the normal is work over here, and the normal should be here the Mg, because it is a normal section, so the value should be, it is nullified. So T1 is a 3n. What is the T2? It is a 2T1 plus mu N1 plus mu N2. So 2T1 is 600 plus mu 0.3 into 100 into 10 means it is 300, and it is 0.3 into 10 into 140. So the amount becomes 600 plus 300 plus 720. It becomes 1620. It becomes tension 2. M into 10, because the T2 should be then mg. I'm talking about this one value. So the value of m should be 1620 by 10. This is the cancelled, so the value should be 162. 210 kg is the ROM, 190 kg ROM, 185 kg ROM, 162 kg is the correct answer. So now I am going to the next chapter. Two bodies of mass m and 4m are attached with a string as shown in the figure. This is m, this is 4m, this is an angle theta naught. The body of the mass n hanging from a string of length L, executing an oscillation of the angular aptitude theta naught, while the other body is at rest. The minimum coefficient of friction between the mass 4m, the horizontal surface should be. In case cos theta, h by L, so h should be L cos theta, whereas h dash should be L minus h. What is L minus L cos theta? If I take the formula of L, so it becomes 1 minus cos theta. Very good. So total energy. So what will we get? Total energy. What will be total energy? mg h dash equal to half mv square. It is half mv square. So m and m got cancelled. So from here that should be v root over 2g h hash. It means root over 2g L cos theta. Now up to that is fine. Now we need to find out the tension. So tension in the wire. So we need to find out the tension in the wire. So what will be that? P max minus the value of an mg over here. So maximum value of an mg minus is equal to mv square by L. So here T max should be m common g plus square by L. So here we can write 3 minus cos theta if I can make the calculation. So I am not going into the deep of the equations. So mu for mg is greater than equal T max. So what is the value of the T max here? Mu 4 mg is greater than equal. It is an mg 3 minus cos theta. So mg and mg is a cancel. So mu should be 3 minus cos theta by 4. So it should be equal. Cos theta is equal to 4. So the coefficient of friction's value is 3 minus cos theta by 4. So horizontals with the minimum coefficient friction between. So the minimum coefficient friction between what value that we received over here, 3 minus cos theta by 4. Okay, so let's see, there is an answer, 3 minus cos theta, 2 minus cos theta. No, this is not, and this is also not. This is the answer, 3 minus cos theta by 4. This is the correct answer. Now we are coming to another question, that is another important question, that is in 19. An elevator accelerates upward a constant rate. The uniform string length is L and mass of m. Suppose a small block of mass m that hangs from the ceiling of the elevator. The tension at the distance L from the ceiling point is T. The acceleration of the elevator. Suppose we have drawn an elevator over here. This is an elevator, suppose, and this is the mass is hanging over here. The weight of this mass is m. The length of this string is L and the mass is small m. Suppose there is a point. So this is the point, and here the tension is, this is the point that is an L. So this portion should be L minus L, right? So in that case, what will be the pressure over there? Pressure should be m into L minus L by L. This is the total pressure that is done over here. So now in that case, so what will be the equations? Suppose m into L minus L by L plus m means force A is equal to P so minus, and let's this portion we consider, suppose this portion is considered as a P. So P into G. So take it from here. M into L plus M into A is equal to T minus P into G. I have considered this particular portion as a P. So if I make this portion over here, so what will be the common? Just check it out, into L minus L by L plus M into A plus M into L minus L by L into G is equal to T. So from here, M into L minus L by L, if I take it as a common, then we are getting the two value. One is A plus G making a mistake over here. it should be plus G plus T. Then what will be the value of A plus G M into L minus L plus Lm by L is equal to T. So A plus G should be TL by M L minus L plus Lm plus Lm. So here it should be TL. If I take as an L as a common, so M plus N minus ml. If I take the L divide by it with the L divide, so it becomes a T. It becomes M plus M minus ml by L, and the value of an A should be minus G. This is the answer. So let's check where is the answer. T by M plus N. The first answer is the correct answer. So these two things are wrong. Question number 19. We have only two questions left. So in this direction, suppose if this particular question, suppose here is a point, in this point, a bed of mass M is attached to one end of a spring of a natural length R and spring constant K is equal to 3 plus mg by R. The other end of the spring is fixed at a point A on a smooth vertical ring of radius R as shown in the figure. The normal reaction at B just after it is so the normal reaction we need to find out as a B. So here the mass is work over here, that is called an mg. So here the kx work and here is the normal work. So in that particular case, suppose it is a theta. Suppose if it is theta and if it is centered, then it should be r and it should also be r. It is theta. It is theta, so it should be theta. It should be of 30 degree. And if I draw a 90 degree angle over here, then we can make it this way, that 2r cos 30 degree. So this can move in these directions. So we can write it is an x is equal to 2r cos 30 degree in case of the horizontal position that we need to find out. So 2r root 3 by 2, sorry, and the minus r. So minus r. So root 3 to 2 get to cancel. So the value of x should be r common, root 3 minus 1. Now we are coming with an force F. It is a root 3 plus 1 mg root 3 minus 1 into r by r. R cancel. So it becomes 3 root 3 s square minus b square formula. So it becomes 2 mg. Now I am coming to the n. f plus mg, this cos 30 degree. So now f means 2mg plus mg, here it is a cos 30 degree. So here it becomes 3mg into root 3 by 2. So the answer should be 3 root 3 mg by 2. So let's see, because we need to find out the normal. So the normal value is this value. So we need to find out the normal value. Because the normal reaction at B just after it released, we move. So we need to find out the normal value. So here the normal value is the force that is applied and mg, and it is a cos theta. Because at cos 30 degree, because there is an angle created. So according to the vector algebra, we need to move it in that way. Sorry. So the answer would be D, 3 root 3 mg by 2. So in this particular question, that is a very important. So here mg works. So in that direction, there should be a direction. There should be a direction. Here should be a direction. So in that way, the total things will work. Let's read this question. A block of mass m slides down on a wedge of mass m, as shown in the figure. Let a1 be the acceleration of the wedge, and a2 is an acceleration of the block. n1 is the normal reaction between the block and wedge, and a2 is the normal reaction between the wedge and the ground. So friction is absent everywhere. So what will be the answer? So in case of block B, so in case of the horizontal block B, so A2 should be AR cos theta minus A. Suppose the acceleration of the total block, we have considered it. So in that direction, so it should be MA. So it is M AR cos theta minus A cancel. So A should be AR cos theta minus A. So 2A should be AR cos theta. So the total force should be normal MA. Here it would be sin theta is equal to mg cos theta. It is the equation number 1. Now we need to make the equation number 2, that is m sin theta should be ma. It is 2. Now the value of n should be ma by sin theta. So in that case, if I make a diagram over here, so it's the inclination. In that direction, it is a walk n cos theta. It is a force applied over here, and this is another forces over here. It is a normal. So it is n sin theta, and this particular value of force creates an acceleration. So here it should be ma sin theta plus ma sin theta equal to mg cos theta. So m cancel and a common, 1 plus sin square theta by sin theta equal to g cos theta. And what is the value of an a that we need to find out? The value of AR cos theta. So it is an AR cos theta. So here we can write AR cos theta by 2 because it is a minus A, so it becomes a 2A. So A becomes AR cos theta by 2 that we have written over here into 1 plus sin square theta by sin theta is equal to G cos theta. Cos theta and cos theta cancel. So here should be 2G sin theta by 1 plus sin square theta. Now it is ARG equal to sin theta to 2G sin square theta AR value, because sin theta and sin theta, that's why sin square theta, it becomes 1 plus sin square theta. So now we need to find out the center of mass equal to A wedges, M wedges plus M block, A block by mass of wedges plus mass of block, whereas mass is present but it is a 0. Mass is present, it is an ARY. Both are the same mass, that is a 2M. So A center of mass with respect to Y becomes ARY by 2. It means G sin square theta by 1 plus sin square theta, because the 2 and 2 cancel, that's right. So G sin square theta plus 1 plus sin square theta, that should be the answer. So in that case, into normal mg, this is possible. This is also the value, it is also possible, and this is also possible. So both these three are correct answer. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.